his 5th sack of the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive. Player of the week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game.
And pressure coming, and they got it once again. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of catches, 80 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Now 2nd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why don't I just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Throwing is Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Rams 1-yard line.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for a touchdown. Jalen Hurts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's caught inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there for LA. 62 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Jet sweep. Here's Watson. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Drop to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. touchdown run. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 31. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it's a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll send Austin in motion right. They begin the drive with Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now back to throw. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. Now he's loose down the left sideline. He's to the 10. Touchdown, Allen! Calvin Austin, 88 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Eagles.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Darius Williams in there to make the tackle. Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That'll go as a pickup of 8. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Eagles 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Going right back to Dotson. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back to throw now on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Get their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now, 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
27-yard line.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They're going to look to throw. Good coverage downfield, led to him taking it up, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back. On track, they've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Week 1 was full of surprises, full of intrigue, and a lot of firsts for the young players. What will Week 2 bring? Let's dive in. Our look around the NFL starts now. At MetLife Stadium, the Jets at home to take on the LA Chargers. And it's the talented and speedy Breece Hall. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. Next, it's the Windy City. We'll check in on the Bears. They're hosting the Green Bay Packers. And let's watch Josh Jacobs. He gets a seal here, and off he goes. The Packers get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy. The New Orleans Saints taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And this is the Saints quarterback. He'll throw for the back pylon and find his man for the score. The Saints are in the win column. They win it in front of the home faithful and move to 1-1. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter, and Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. Second down and 8.
It's second and 8.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throw right side complete to Dotson. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Philadelphia.
And give to Barkley out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Cody Barton there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big could not pull it in.
And 10 yards to go.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Eagles send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
The Rams, first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
First down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Touchdown, LA! Darren Waller, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller.
The Eagles take over first.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a first and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Taken down.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is first and 10 right now. They go play action with Hurts. There's Smith. He's got it along the side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A gain of 15.
So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a loss of a yard.
Hurts.
Brings up second and
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on first down. Man open left side is Brilliant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
yards. And the Rams, first down.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Back at his own 49.
He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And unable to connect, incomplete. And give him credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, it may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Brown goes in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
takes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
Throwing is Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 84 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 and 28-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Philadelphia defense now as they head back onto the field. They struggled that last drive. They were kind of hit 2 ways, both with the run and the pass.
And I love how you brought hit into it because a lot of defense coordinators like to show a little cut-up film the night before a game. They usually have some boxing in there, and it always shows the guy being the aggressor, the guy on his toes punching, not back on his heels taking punches, and that's where this defense was in the last possession.
They were on their heels. Will they be on their heels again? Let's see.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
This is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Quick slant to Watson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Hines now on the return. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Eagles will have it taking over a 1st and 10. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good, too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Devontae Smith. It's a gain of 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Philadelphia.
Quick slant to Brown. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And quickly, they get to the line.
1st down, Eagles.
They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
And let's go.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. From the gun, it's Hurts. Sideline pass complete. A.J. Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
A gain of 13 yards. And an Eagle.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Clock management management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2.
The Eagles will set up
Hurts will throw. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that play. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now. Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. It'll be a 41-yard punt, getting 5 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Flushed out right. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's 2nd down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Brought down back at the 32.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. There'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now they'll bring up 3rd down. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. And he is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, 34 yards. And the Eagles have taken a 4th quarter lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll look to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here comes 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready? 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Gets this to Waller. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way.
And 8 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Now, quick throw there is incomplete.
Intended for Calvin
What can they
Lawson.
draw up now? Time to find out on a
Reed
3rd and 8.
Blankenship on the coverage.
He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here we go. This is 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it.
Great, set. On anyone else? No, sir.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
At the 7-yard line.
And they take a knee. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Eagles, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.